Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to XP11. I just realised I'm not usually pre-set up yet, so I've still got to put my yoke in place. Give me 2 seconds. Yes, hey there, Drawyah here, welcome to XP11, and welcome to the LevelUp 737-800. So taking flights in FlySafair colours, flying the Springbok variation. So this is a special livery put together, celebrates the Springbok transportation they do. And yeah, it should hopefully be a pretty good flight overall. About an hour or so, an hour and 10 minutes or so flight time today, so not the longest flight in the world of across South Africa. Flying from Lanseria, so this is kind of the low cost of Johannesburg's airports, kind of the Stansted of the Johannesburg world. Oh gosh, sorry, I should be more prepared with this stuff. Yeah, and flying into Durban, King Shaka International Airport. Probably without doubt one of my most favourite airport names ever, alongside David the Builder. 2 seconds to screw this in now. Thought I was prepared. I forget, it also goes the wrong way around. It's left for tight, right for loose. And then I'll plug it all in. I do apologise, guys, I do apologise. Love JoBerg, yes, this is another aircraft, Sierra Juliet Romeo. And that's all in. Plug in the cable, which is that hole. No, it's not. Which hole is it? Here's that one. Bear with me. Sorry, I thought I was ready. Obviously, I was not. That's one USB. That one. There we go. Cool. Hopefully now we should have yoke movements. There we go. That's more like it. So, flying today from Lanseria, Johannesburg to Durban, King Shaka. First things first, batteries come on. Right, click spots please, there we go. Motor lights on. Iris switches to nav, set you to the far right for the nav time text to line. Only 6 minutes from the point of pressure or point of input. Packs to auto for sake of getting air conditioning through the airplane while the aircraft is boarding. Your damper stays off until we get the the IRS aligned. Ground power. We can top of the ground power units. Ground services set, shock, set GPU. It's automatic. On this occasion, just nuts. There we go. Aircraft is alive. Wait for the systems comes to life, and then it's our preparation. FMS side 2, stick you onto the legs page for now. FMS left, so right hand side's already on legs, and on right we'll have our flights. Departing from Foxtrot Alpha, Lima Alpha. Grab our last GPS position, set that into the IRS position below. Stand. Gate. Do you have a gate number? The answer is probably not. We are using a freeway scenery. Here we do go. Bravo 7. Yeah, no problem, that's fine. Right, head over to route, departing from JoBerg Durban and arriving at Vale, the Foxtrot Alpha in Echo. Only a few points for us today. This is just the one leg today, Avgeek, just the one leg. I'm flying in the real world on Monday. I'm working Sunday, so I've got to do another premiere video for the real world flights. Flying to forgotten already. Flying it to not Santorini. Boy. Flying to somewhere in Greece. Skiathos. Flying to Skiathos on Monday, which I'm very excited for. It's the famous airport in Greece, which has the really low runway over the road. Juliet Sierra Victor, flying direct to AppInTheAir. Then we fly the Uniform Quebec 48. That's what we've been doing, and get the passengers also loaded and aircraft fuel. So it's about half an hour for that. Sam requests 23 minutes. 23 minutes for aircraft loading, so we're going to have to get time for all of that. We need 23 minutes of baggage. Cool, come on. I know airports are slow at the moment, but that was way too long. So, same routes for PACX, Lanseria to Durban. FlySafair 478, 35,000 cruise. Flight time, put an hour on the clock exactly. Departure and approximately 24 minutes away, so we are going to be a little bit late on departure. 738, 121 passengers. That's what happened there today. No Wi-Fi or entertainment on board. No boarding music, we have got a FlySafair safety briefing. Yes to snacks, no to meals, custom cars not required, and flight numbers will continue. Passengers now start boarding. Now go in the background. This will also take a time in the background, although I have come to learn that the LevelUp aircraft doesn't actually change the payload. This will always stay at, well, minus, yeah, that's horribly wrong. I'll do that when the end when I get there. Which also reminds me, ends up the config for kilos. Cool, plug in our route. So uniform Quebec 48, flying to AMPAT, or AppMat, sorry. AppMat, we fly, actually no plan already. Cool, activate that, execute that, flight plan is plugged in. There's no still on departure, going to fly direct to Johannesburg, GSV, going to be, yeah, Johannesburg. So flying direct to Johannesburg. On our departure routes, no right hand stand is required. We have got the AMPAT 1 Alpha arrival for runway 06. Then change the payload in the next one using the arrows. Any? Oh, on this one. That's departure. I know how to change a payload in this. I know how it works in the tablet. So if you go to fuel payload, on this occasion I'll just set up payload for our departure, which is going to be 17.8. So I know how this works, don't you worry. 17.8, enter that, aircraft weights will change. Fuel, so you fuel up as this continues to do its job. So cargo's actually finished ready, baggage waiting, passengers 12 minutes, and then fuel's another minute and 10 till it completes. Right, that's flight plan completed. Performance, zero fuel weight on board today is going to be 59.52, 59.5. Our reserve fuel today, bit of quick maths, 2, 3 plus 1, 0, it'll be 3.3. Cost next today, 26. With a cruising altitude, flight level 350, 35,000 feet. Our cruising winds, grab that from the winds page. Top line, 35,285 at 48. Execute that. Transition altitude 8,000, that's correct. M1 limit. We're a relatively light aircraft, so we'll go for medium D rate for high climb performance. Head to takeoff, can use 5 degrees of flaps departure. E1139, rotate 140, V2 147, for center gravity at 27, prime trim at 4.75. 147 is the magic number, we'll set that onto the IS traffic indicator. And let's now greet passengers. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on board this IFAir flight 478 from Lanseria to King Shaka, Durban. Flight time today is 1 hour exactly, just in 5 through the aircraft, and she'll hopefully be airborne in the next 20 minutes or so. Weather on arrival at the moment, if we look at the forecast, it's showing relatively clear skies at 70 degrees centigrade, but we'll give an update on that later on this flight. Some fog, however, potentially to be reported. Other than that, we have to sit back, relax, enjoy your flight, and have any questions, speak to your cabin crew on board today. Thank you very much. So that message will now go back to the cabin while passengers continue their boarding. Can't follow yourself if you need food and gas. Well, now I don't deny I've been quite fortunate in my trips. Very, very fortunate indeed. It's a privilege to travel the world. It's something that people can do. I highly, highly recommend it. Right, APU can start. Heat's on. The heat's come on. As soon as APU kicks into life, we'll be able to start the aircon in the aircraft. There's no AT at the moment, so I'll go straight up to cruise altitude. The flight's level 350. Yep, doing a vlog every Friday on that second channel. Every Friday. I've just uploaded today's one, which is a Eurostar ride. But yeah, do check it out. Do tune in if you're interested in the real world trips I make. Right, listen to the ATIS. Look at our weather information for our flight today.
Winds calm, visibility 10 kilometers, temperature 15 degrees Celsius, dew 0.7 degrees Celsius, altimeter 1028, sky clear. Winds calm, visibility 10 kilometers, temperature 15 degrees Celsius, dew point 7 degrees Celsius, altimeter.
That's fine. Right. At this point, we are actually pretty ready for departure. So departing today, runway, the paperwork. Departing runway 07. Straight departure out, no SID. So departing at right turn onto Johannesburg. Passengers still boarding, baggage still loading. Everyone hopefully in a couple of minutes. Yeah, we are flying the FlySafair colours, which does give us the Springbok tail there, which I actually do quite like a lot. Very, very cute little livery, that. How are you guys doing in chat today? Welcome, Palit Nicholas. Yes, very nice flight, no cost. Thank you very much. He actually flew the other day. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, welcome aboard, dude. Thank you for the suggestion. Also, thanks for support. Jackson there, thank you for the £1. Thank you very, very much. You are a superstar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. PFD colours don't look too realistic. What do you think? They can be changed, the PFD colours. There are settings somewhere to do it. I mean, part of that's going to be kind of from the, well, glare from the light behind us, but I don't know, I don't find them too bad. Yes, very excited to play spots in GeForce Marco. Very excited indeed. Welcome Alfie, welcome Vitamin Games, welcome East Coast. Welcome Monolith, welcome Massimo, welcome Known Origins, welcome Captain Flap 15, welcome everybody else. Going to put GeForce next year? Go for it, dude. Go for it. Looking for this weekend. Yeah, I'm excited. I am excited. I've been to Greece before. I've not been to Skiathos. Of course, I've seen the videos and photos of airplanes landing there, and it did play a relatively entire reason as to why I'm actually going there. Alright, that's all set. Come on. So all waiting for now. Shame I should set the aircraft up so quickly, because 16 minutes. I mean, I can always fast track and just force it to board straight away, but where's the fun in that? We're real pilots, real ops. Sit here, load the aircraft, one bag at a time. Yeah, it should be pretty good. So it's only about an hour or so flight time, 56 minutes air time. We'll be on the ground pretty much as soon as we depart. Not the longest trip in the world, although Volanta seems adamant that I've got 2 waypoints over in Samoa to fly to. I'm not going to do that. I'm definitely not going to do that. Which actually is a good chance. And now double check our flight plans. So, plan mode, zoom out a little bit, and just go step by step, waypoint by waypoint, make sure there's no random, yeah, AMPATs and extra to the airport, that's fine. Not too bad today, Nicholas. We are just starting. Not too bad. Actually, done a custom mod for the last Horizon. Looks too light orange for you, so you found a better one. Good. Oh, almost there's a little bumper thing on the aircraft, the yoke to stop it from damaging itself. Right, so, like I say, this aircraft is actually fully configured for departure. What I can do while I'm waiting is refresh the charge page because it's glitched. Departure. So it's departing runway 07, was it? Yes, 07. So in the off chance I need to return back to Durban, set the approach path. So 066.
We're on your
066. 066. So yeah, we need to do a go around or return back. Sorry, not go around. Yeah, return back to base.
Welcome aboard flight
11077.
Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices
Cool, that's our return to
your larger devices are now
10
shut
if we
down
need
and
it.
stowed. If you have not
Run on
already,
the APU.
please fasten your seatbelt and verify it
Turn on the
is
rest of
well
the
inside
fuel
the
pumps
flap.
that we need.
This
No
event
tank
is
sensor
conducted
fuel,
in a
so the
full
vehicles are
upright
too
and
light.
position for departure. Flight attendants, please
You missed
prepare
flying,
for
didn't fly for a
departure
week, can't send another day. I'll get back on Monday. Good. Not too bad, Neptune. Not too bad. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. My flaps down. Here we are. The previous flight crew forgets to raise the flaps on landing. Whoops, daisy. Yeah, which means there's less clearance for the ground crews to do their job afterwards. Right. So which is as far as I can the aircraft now. Wait for the baggage to be loaded. It's another 20 odd minutes away. I really hope that it's less than 20 minutes now. 13, 300 passengers. Okay, when passengers finish, so we'll flash it all now there. Boarding complete, we're good to go.
Loading has been finished. Have a great flight.
Are you going to do Premiere for Lanseria Festival when you're not? I do plan to, Marco, yes. I do plan to do. I've got the outbound Premiere recorded, just to record the return leg now. I'll try and do tonight if I've got a chance. It's tomorrow, packing day, working Sunday, and then heading out on Monday. Right, so, maybe on the departure reference page. Next page, that's fine. It's not, that's what I need. Everything's up as required. Probably a little bit of backlighting just for the sake of visibility if needed. Lights, that's why. There we go. The panel lighting, because the sun's probably going to go. It won't set on this flight, but it's actually get quite low on the horizon. So, for the sake of visibility, always useful to have brightness up for everything. Set, and set. You can go into steady position. You stay off. You stay off. Leg lights come on. You don't really need this too early in the day. Right. Let's. So going, shall we? So I'm going to go to plugins, better pushback. Probably just start with
Ground cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
And go to runway 07, which is pushing back facing the left, I believe. Just confirm. So is. Yeah, we're going to push back all the way to the runway. There you go, 07, that's fine. Cool. Just get position like that. It's going to be offset anyway because
tow is driving up.
That's not as good as it used to be. We've got a Virgin America. We've got Virgin America here apparently. They're flying with us today. Right. What we need to do is set up our Unicom. So, on runway 07. Direct departure out. Parking stand Bravo 7. And taxiing to runway via Alpha, holding Alpha 4. Nice and simple today. Cool. That's to push back. Get
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Ground power off. The Jerry should say on, please. Shouldn't have lost any screens, hopefully. There we go. Not over the AP power, I'm sure I did. Obviously not. Ground services, disconnect GPU, remove the chocks. We should be on the parking brake, hopefully. So we are. And yes, us pretty much good to go now. Yeah, second mission perfect. Screen command to auto. So I'll move into position.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake released. Oh yeah, seatbelt signs. Good shout.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Welcome, lads. How are you doing? Welcome to channel chats. We do a TSW2 live, probably at some point, Andre. Probably at some point. Right, engine 2 to ground. Engine 2 starting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety
Oh, my son did Discord's bot commands, yes. Engine 2, fuel flow start. Engine 2, good start. Engine 1, start. What a shame he left. Right, wait for the N2 to hit 24. Local aviation geek, hey Drawyah, how you been? Found you recently on your New Year's Sydney to Honolulu flight. Love it, by the way. Hope you enjoy your flight. Cheers, dude. Thank you very much. Welcome channel, welcome to chat. How you doing today, dude? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone's now starting. Cool. I'm taken out by Austin's vegan food there. Nothing's gonna get taken out by Austin's vegan food. Right. So pushback looking good. Engine start good. Press continuous. Generators on. PACX come on. APU bleed off. APU off. Wait for the pushback to complete.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake sets.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Going to run over to the ground services best pushback option. Basically just spam disconnect to terminate while we wait for the ground crews to actually turn ourselves from the aircraft. Again, there's the odd glitch here and there. Oh, just making it there, Austin. Just making it. Do you get the odd occasion where it just doesn't want to terminate, so you just kind of force it to terminate in the 737. Right, let's just start taxiing very shortly, hopefully. If not, we're going to sit behind them for a little bit. There we go. Sets the taxi lights to on. That's our intention to taxi. Wait for ground crew to give us the hand signal, and we shall be on our way.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin.
Yes, nice. Back next Wednesday.
Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Tomorrow bound Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sunday, if I get a chance to stream, I'll then do a Microsoft Flight Sim stream. And then Monday and Wednesday, 2 premieres, again both recorded on time. But one already recorded, it's going to be X-Plane, and the return there, because it's also 77800, will also be on X-Plane. So a couple of X-Plane streams premieres on the way. Now, welcome, Thomas, how are you doing? Our channel, welcome to chats, hand signal on the right. Yes, we've got a takeoff config warning, because I set the flaps to 5 degrees. Because they're already set on departure, right. Check the fire controls, elevators are good, ailerons are good, spoiler, rudder is good, spoilers up, spoilers down, right. Flight control checks are completed. Now, hopefully this time, still going to take a config warning. Why is that? Your damper. Probably why. There we go. And then we'll take off with warning. We're doing 737, basically just sit the throttle in full position for about a second. Before they spool up. Listen for the buzzer. If there's a buzzer, it means the aircraft's not configured correctly. If there's no buzzer, you are good to go. Helsinki doesn't seem to be destination. You have to try your airspace someday. One day it will, dude. One day I will. Potentially even this weekend. Tomorrow's the Dublin event, Dublin overload on IVAO, so I'll be doing that. Sunday, if I do fly, I haven't got a route yet, so I might even try to do Helsinki out of the loop. X-Plane does have mods to add satellite imagery, Kyle, so you have got ortho available, but by default the answer is no. No satellite imagery by default. You have to mod it into the sim. Let's make our taxi. There's a bit of oomph from the airplane to get it moving. A bit of push on the throttle. Oh yeah, South America's always full of traffic. I do fly in there quite a lot on my own time when I'm not streaming. I do fly in South America quite a bit. And every so often I also try and stream there as well. It's not my top destination. I don't know much about South America, but I do know it rather well. Move downhill drop, but be careful for that. The aircraft runs first departing to the same destination, same direction, so we need to wait at least 3 minutes for them to, well, 3 minutes between them departing and us departing, so don't need to be taxiing very fast today. Nice gap between us and them. Fly Tom, thank you for sponsoring, dude. Thank you very, very much. Which X-Plane is better? X-Plane South Language is better than MSFS. Hard to say. Slightly on flight dynamics, yes. Graphically, MSFS is still superior in quite a few different ways. Same for the weather effects as well. It's difficult to say because at this point, if X-Plane has better scenery, probably would surpass MSFS. Yes, real line animations. The LevelUp 737 is free to download. Yes, yes, yes. God, that airplane's taxiing so. It's like he's taxiing at 10 knots. I'm going to get away from him. So let's see. Once I get ourselves airborne, I'll talk a bit more about my trip in real life to Scathos on Monday. Going for 2 nights. So going out Monday, returning on Wednesday, and yeah, just hopefully a rather exciting trip on the way. It's a nice livery feature. It really is. So you've got the Springbok colours. Celebrating the Springbok Sapphire. I believe they're the yeah, so they're the domestic carrier for the Springbok, so if they need to transfer these animals around the country, FlySafair are the ones to do it. It's a nice little livery, this, I do like it a lot. Come on, move! I've got to wait 3 minutes until after the parts. I'm going to the US in September, Dr. Ruba. I'm going to America in September. This is a mobile game, not necessarily at Azilius, but there is an X-Plane mobile version available, which does have a few free and paid features. Yes, it's Jet 2 on Monday, and yes, it is Jet-Plane Hold My Hand. Playing out in Manchester, so we can get the full shebang. How to get a traffic around GCADs? This is IVAO doing that. This is IVAO. It's an online multiplayer network in Microsoft Flight Sim X-Plane. Turned out 4 years ago you went to San Francisco in a Speedbird 747, very good. I'm doing it with Tanza in a 748. So I'm flying out with Jet 2, returning with TUI. Flying out to Manchester, returning to London Gatwick. Flying off to JoBerg to Namibia. The Chinko Desert and route are astounding. I'll probably do that route. If I did that route in Sim, David, I'd probably do that in Microsoft Flight Sim. I imagine X-Plane has different coloured sands, but we'll have a look. By the way, what supports do IVA give to content creators? They let me promote streams on their Discords. That's about it, really. Yeah, for me, it's more the community side of things. Community side of things, which has been a bit on and off as of late. But whenever the guys are on, I do enjoy chats. But I must admit, it's not quite what it was 6 months ago. Hopefully, it takes a bit of a recovery. But we are seeing a bit of a down period at the moment, so I'm not going to lie. Do you think that's sense in real life? Probably not, Rob. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, you've seen my landings MSFS. They're bad enough. Sorry, in X-Plane. They're bad enough as it is. Into real life, can't help passengers. If they ever ask for a passenger who knows about aeroplanes, because the pilot's unconscious, I for one will not be putting my hand up. This is X-Plane. You can tell that by the fact that it says X-Plane in the title, I think. Does it? Yes, it says X-Plane in the title, X-Plane description, and X-Plane as the game I'm playing right now. Why not? Because flying in a sim is very different to flying in real life. Very, very different. I know, I've flown in real life. Not a big jet like this, but a couple of light aircraft and a glider. But yeah, it's a very, very different experience in real life to flight sim. Oh, it's a nice downward facing runway, that. Takeoff should be relatively quick. There they go. Cabin crew, seats for departure, please. Right, let's do this, shall we? But wait about 3 minutes between their departure and our own departure. Cool. All in position. That's our intention of the parts. Wait another minute. Final checks. Everything's in order. AP's set. Sorry, AP's off. PACX is set. Actually, no. Auto. AP off. That's set. That's set. That's 5 degrees. Cool. If you're happy, I'm happy. This was 40. Engines 1-2 stable. And no. LNAV not responding. Okay, it's original direct route, that's fine. Okay, we can deal with that. Chrono set. Crosswalls 40. Engines 1-2 stable. 1 set. Airspeed live. No, it's not. There we go, airspeed live. That's not 45, interesting.
80 knots.
80 knots. V1 rotates.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Stop. Durban. Yes, the overlink is me, real line animation. The overlink is me. Trying for the
1,000.
altitude needs, 1000. There we go, I've now active, so I can start banking to the right, make our first turn. Which is supposed to be airborne before we selected it, which is not a big problem. Springbok! Good fun, the Springbok. How are you today? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing alright, dude. Yeah, flying FlySafair in Springbok colours today. German flights and how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How are you today, dude? How are you? I'm just going to crosshair a little more closely, bank them more to the right. Heavy bank that, but I'm giving some alarms for it, so keep at it. At this point, sends the aircraft off, flaps to 1. I'm just setting a direct point from this point here, so let the airplane catch up, stick on those pilots, and then kind of being able to do the rest. Project save point set, landing gear reset, altimeter to standard, flaps up. Well, how you consider that a shout out. Very good, dude. We're about an hour or so till sunset, so should be able to be on the ground with daytime throughout the entirety of the flight. Continue our climb out, now passing through, or past 8,000 feet, level 80. 35,000 cruise today. A little while to go. So far so good. Emirates. Good evening, beautiful departure in aircraft. Do you know PMDG coming to Xbox? Not sure yet, Emirates. There's no release dates yet for PMDG on Xbox. I'm sure if we know, they'll promote it quite heavily, but at the moment I'm afraid the answer is we do not know. They've not said, we do not know. Has LevelUp been updated? Not majorly, no, I must admit. KC, it hasn't seen too much live updates. I do hope something's on the way, but at the moment it's been relatively, they've been quiet. I do trust they will do something for the airplane at some point soon. Doing a good 377 FS real-life animations? No, unfortunately there aren't any. There was a project that's been developed based on the FSX default M3, but as far as I can tell it's been pretty much canned. So at the moment the only decent 737 worth picking up is the PMDG 737-700. IVAO, how you doing? Welcome to channel, welcome to chats. How do you say, dude? Mr. Rickles, how are you? Welcome to channel, welcome to chats. And Ken Hopper, you're all joining the party today. How are you all doing, guys? How are you all doing? FlySafair 73 right now. Right across Johannesburg, the capital of South Africa. Springbok colours, so far so good. We'll knock off the continuous engines, seatbelt signs come off. Passengers now around the cabin a little more with their freedoms. Oh yes, need to get to you now. There you go. Do you have the odd prompt calculator app? No. Unfortunately, Henry, that link is now dead. Sadly no longer available, which is a shame. It was really good, but sadly no longer available. Welcome, Adrasky, how are you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chats. How do you say, dude? So passing now through 14,000, flight level 140, continue our climb out. 5 minutes in the air. Let's go through our cabin, let's see who's on board our flights. See any names you recognise, give us a shout, and we shall have a look at stats. Standard Ryanair layout this one, so 189 seats, but works for most airlines, line 737. Even if it's a relatively short load, you need to have some more empty seats. I don't personally know many people from South Africa, so I can't really say there's any name here I recognise, but you never know, someone might stick out. The answer is not very likely. No, not today, unfortunately. Other than that, 5 cabin crew, relatively full flights, the empty slotted around. You're actually here, that's not too bad. Right, our design and LevelUp very different. Kind of cases. So the LevelUp model and Zub model are very different. They are custom models for the LevelUp. Zub is based on the default telemetry model. Cockpit's pretty much the same on both aircraft, same system, same gauge, same setup. Sounds are different on LevelUp, which actually does sound pretty good. The tablet's the same, albeit this uses the corny wide skin for the flypad. Apart from that, relatively similar aircraft, mainly differences being the models. PACX, how can you make your satisfaction go higher? It's always low on your flights. Don't fly erratic, basically. I mean, I'm on 95% at the moment, which isn't... Well, we're 3 minutes late departing, so it's a little bit of satisfaction drop from that. But essentially, the smoother you fly, the better your flight is. Passengers don't complain about any erratic behaviour. But for me, generally sits between the 90-95 region. If I have a look at my flights earlier on today, which is what I recorded for the premiere, this one. So 95% satisfaction, slight delay on arrival. But 164 landing rates. I'm sorry. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I think that's a reference to me right there. Give me a minute, I need to drop a message to the guy who owns TFDi Design, the guy who owns this company that we used that on. I'm sure that's a reference to me. I'm going to ask him if it's a reference to something else, but I can't think of many people who use this add-on, stream to my extent, and also fly so much of my real flights as well. Okay, I'll just do a winky face. Greater Manchester Fire Rescue Service Roblox, how are you doing? Welcome channel, I'm chat. No use IVAO, but screen up pull up, that was PACX. Royal Line Aviation, this is TFDi design PACX. So this is the passenger and crew experience add-on. Adds passengers, cabin crew, different stats for them, flight announcements, boarding music. Have it for about sim. Used to use it Presmo, not anymore. Back in the day, I used to. Micro, so that Ryanair doesn't have food, snacks or drinks on our aircraft. So yeah, PACX, not PACX. I keep saying PACX, it's pronounced PACX. PACX, PACX, PACX. These are PACX. It's about pack, pack. This is pack. Hang on, can I find the spelling anywhere? Probably not. So let's spell with a CX. Pack X. Pack X. I know what I'm doing. Right, passing through. We'll pass through level 260 now, 26,000 feet. I've not been to South Africa, no, Gareth. I'd love to one day. Flying it. British Airways A380. It's, yeah, I like to. One day I will do. The answer is no, not yet, not yet. In 2 seconds. Cool, and I'm back. Yeah, so, climb out, so far so good. Aircraft's performing admirably. Traffic is in front of us, approximately 40 miles in front. Good spacing. 50% satisfaction, that is quite low, I must admit. Very low. Could you share your PACX boarding music and safety announcements? Afraid not, Ricky, because I don't personally own the licensing to each of the audio files. I can use it out of more personal use, in this case my PACX. Fortunately, because I don't own the rights to any of this, I can't distribute, so fortunately, as the void says, I pretty hope you find some YouTube videos for boarding music and safety demos, but I can't really give you the ones I've got. Sorry about that. Hey there, Drawyah here, welcome back to XP11, sailing flights in LevelUp 77 in FlySafair colours from here in Lanseria to Durban, King Shaka. How you working, Upper? Yeah, so actually I know a mate who's going to South Africa later this year, I think, this winter he's going, so summer down in the Southern Hemisphere. He's flying British Airways, I think they're scheduled to fly on a 787, so it's the A380 flights, but he is excited for it. All these are from YouTube, Ricky, all these are from YouTube. Scottish, how you doing? Welcome to channel, welcome to chats, how are you doing today, dude? I passed through 30,000, level 300s. Another 5,000 to go until we reach Cruisy. I mean, Cruisy. Blobby, I've just read. Cruisy. Sweet blobby boy. Yeah, so, almost at Cruisy. In fact, top of 10 is pretty much on top of us anyway, so look at our approach configuration, get that all plugged in now, and press ourselves for landing. Runway 06, AMPAT 1 Alpha. Minus 06, Yankee or Zulu, let's have a look at the differences. Right, approach charts, runway 06. This one has the backtrack. Is that go around procedure, really? And that's a misapproach procedure, you just do a loop at the airport and come back. Okay, interesting. And this one's got more, yeah, we're putting up in the Zulu then. So that comes in at Tango November India, this one comes in, yeah, Juliet, we can go to 06 Zulu. So IS 06 Zulu, this will be on the AMPAT 1 Alpha. Not that one, sorry, it's that one. No transition, execute that. AMPAT was the final waypoint anyway, so that should just link on to itself quite nicely. Okay, so Liney, probably clear the vector, just go straight in at that point, so copy you, place you the vector, and have the aircraft just loop on itself without any extra flight plan extensions. So top descent will now be marked slightly further on the flight plan, to a more appropriate location. Head over to our destination winds forecast, and we need winds for flight levels 350, 200 and 100. Moving down to the winds forecast. Top descent, so 350 is 286 at 48, 200 is at 55.10, and then 100 is 272 at 8. So plug those magic numbers in, 286 at 48, 55.10, failed it for the 0. Oh no, actually that, interesting, able to fail that, 272 at 8. So that's our winds all plugged in. Approach plugged in, 30 degrees of flaps, 148 knots approach, 111.3, 062, 1113. 1113, 062, 262. Perfect. So our approach now for the configured. Getting explained 11 tonight, very good Warrior James. Do enjoy it. What's the chance of a Truckers MP Convoy stream? Potentially one day. People are interested. It's a lovely livery this, I shall give it FlySafair. It's a lovely, lovely livery this. Yes, Carl, I will 100% pick up the PMDG 7800 when it arrives. There's no way I won't pick it up. Unfortunately for X-Plane, it might mean that it stays quite limited until X-Plane 12 releases. But yes, as soon as that PMDG 738 arrives, I will be picking that up day one, no questions asked. I've been airborne for 16 minutes, drop at cruise, top descents in 80 miles. That's 33 now. TOD is 45, so we're looking at 12 minutes till top of descent. 12 minutes. Got the Airbus Captain Pack, very good. One no scenery in NSFS has VDG. Oh, no virtual docking guidance. I think it's just a case of no one's been able to develop it yet. The SDK is still very much in the work. I think there are some sceneries that have got it. The Freeway Gatwick has it. I'm sure there's a few sceneries that do have it, but it is relatively rare. I don't deny that. There are sceneries that have it, just not very common. I'm fairly sure the Oslo one as well has that freeware. What football team do I support? One and only. For the shirt. There we go. Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea fan. Oh no, Tottenham. No, never. Never, never, ever, ever. Not in a million years. Don't you ever say that. Disgusting. Playing Twin tonight. Love MSFS. Be like both. Same here, just Chase. Same here. Does 77 Skiathos require short field performance? So I believe the answer is yes, Marco. Technically, North 77 can land without short field performance. It just has to be on limited weights and payload. Plymouth Argyle. Interesting. But yeah, 77's Skiathos do generally need the short field performance package. I know that return flights would get to Manchester or Newcastle have a stopover in Thessaloniki. Sadly, I'm flying to Gatwick return, so I'm not getting any stopovers. But yes, you do need short field performance or a stopover in Thessaloniki on a return trip with the limited payload on departure. Or limited fuel, actually. It's not for refueling. Make it else a lot. When you're doing next long-haul flights, I had a question ahead for a while. Not sure yet, Local Aviation Geek. I'd like to do one soon. Problem is I'm just really busy, either with work or travelling real life. There will definitely be some long-haul premieres coming up in September. I'm flying in real life in 747. But I'll try and do one... What do you mean Saudi or Wolverhampton? My father's a Wolverhampton fan, Nick. Wolves are we? Yeah, my father was born in Wolverhampton, so his local club is Wolves, or it has been Wolves. And you've had a pretty good couple of runs since you had the buyouts for Fosun. Not doing too badly. Yeah, I'll try and do a few long hauls at some point next week or two. If we get time off work and have no other plans, then long haul flight is on the way, don't you worry. I haven't forgot about them, they're just very, very time consuming to do. Very time consuming to do. Two Slice 75s and Skiathos though? Yes, because 757 had short field performance. Who was it? It was Air Finland used to have some really good takeoff performance in their 757s. There we go. Air Finland used to be one of the best for takeoffs. Pretty much using the abuse aircraft. There we go. There you go. That's what? 300 metres, if that? What do you have on? 757 had one of the best takeoff performance of any jetliner ever. So yeah, Skiathos, nothing for it. What's your favourite club from England? Otherwise you support Eintracht Frankfurt and Slavia Praha. Interesting. I plan to Canada or US soon in MSFS. Hopefully soon, German, yes. Try to do a Canada flight some. Actually I did last flight, it was from New York to Toronto, wasn't it? I'll try and do some flights in America soon. Potentially even this weekend, we'll see. Well, we'll see. Probably next weekend, actually. What am I doing? I'm on early turns next week, so yeah, during my early turns I'll probably slide in a couple of flights. Is there a way to do a poll on YouTube? Yes, there is, Ricky. Yes, there is. What poll do you want? Yes, a lot of Finns do support Liverpool, and that's because of what's his name? The defender. Oh, what's his name? One of the best defenders in Premier League ever. And I can never remember his name. Liverpool Finnish players. Sami Hyypiä, that's it. Sami Hyypiä. He was in the Premier League for many years. 10 years in the Premier League. A decade. 315 games, scored 22. He was a defender, and a good one at that. So yeah, that was a big part of why the Finns love Liverpool. How's that video? Yeah, Edmund went out ages ago. It's an old video, but 757 takeoff. Let's try to be see. Thank you very much. Cheshire, no name. I used to do names until I was about 16, and now just got them blank. top percent now is slowly coming up. Actually, I forgot to do one thing, those are all my fixes. So grab the runway at King Shaka. Cruising at 35, so 105. 10 and 4. There's our dotted line, that's really important. Set up our unicorn for approach as well. So that'll be for runway 06. And Pats 1 Alpha, inbound from the north. Approaching the ILS from 06. That'll do it. One more thing I want to do as well, let's check the charts. What's our what's our intercept actually going to be? Intercepting at 3000. In that, text charts, grab that star as well, grab the AMP1 Alpha. Pretty standard star. Ooh. No, that's fine, yeah, so yeah, that's fine. Need to hold at AMP itself. Yeah, it should be relatively simple today. Not yet, Nick. Still got another 30 odd miles on top descent. Oh, you're descending, okay, roger that. No worries, real line animations, you take care, dude. Yeah, have a good evening. Who's the other Finnish airline that went bankrupt? Blue One. They operated the 717s. That's another aircraft that's... Well, it's another one I probably would love to have flown the 717. They're quite a sad case. I believe they had a partnership with Scandinavian. Scandinavian basically told them, sell your 717s and we'll replace the aircraft with your new fleets. So, for about 2 years, so they sold all their 717s to Volanta. And then for 2 years, there was a promise of, we'll give you new aeroplanes, we'll give you new aeroplanes, we'll give you new aeroplanes. And eventually, Scandinavian just pulled out the deal, like, sorry, we've got no aeroplanes, you're going to have to close down. So they closed the airline down. The other one's quite a sad case, because they're running the airline, they were functional and profitable. Scandinavian put them into a deal, and then pulled out after they... Let's have a look. So, F181, there you go. So, they came with service provider for Scandinavian, meant taking Scandinavian flights. It was announced that they'd sell their flights to 717s to Volanta and Delta, and a replacement with 736s from its parent Scandinavian. Scandinavian, however, cancelled the plan and considered transferring Bombardiers instead. And then, later the year, Scandinavian announced the sale of Blue One to CityJet, with the operation company being over large. Basically, they told them to sell the aeroplanes, never gave replacements, and then just closed them down. So yeah, they closed down. So they sold the airplanes in 2015 March, and then they closed down in 2016 when they officially just dissolved because they just couldn't. Well, you can't run there like no airplanes. I can't imagine the resale value of 717s back then was particularly high. What we need to also set up our minimums. Grab the charts again. Minimums for this airport is going to be Cat 1 ILS, category. Center gravity. Ooh, interesting. Okay, center gravity is going to be with that. So, Class C 487 minimums today. 487. That one. I want that one. Also check the altimeter on arrival. Altimeter at Durban is 1020. 1020 and 1020. Was it 09? You sure? There we go. Let's now tell me to start my descent. 3,000 feet set. Ladies and gentlemen, updates from the flights deck. We are now starting our descent into King Shaka Durban and we'll be landing in approximately 29 minutes. Quick updates on the weather. Right now reporting 16 degrees centigrade with some clouds and fog in the area, so it's basically slow visibility in the approach, but nothing too bad for us up here. If you need to use toilets, please do so now, as we'll soon be closing the toilets for landing. And so if you need to go now, please go now. Any questions, speak to cabin crew. Otherwise, we hope you enjoy the rest of your flights with FlySafair today. Yes, Youngslol, some minimums can be in 4 digits. Depends on the airport. So actually, Skiathos is an example of that. If I go to Skiathos, which is Lima Golf Sierra Kilo. Skiathos, approach charts, runway 01. Minimum at Skiathos is 1,600. Because this aircraft requires full visual to make the approach. Got no visual, you can't land. Do you explain to hold render MSFS useless? So physics again, X-Plane's physics is superior. No one denies that. Graphics we'll see. X-Plane's got a long way to come to actually MSFS graphics. I mean, things like this ain't bad. There's no Microsoft Flight Simulator, don't get me wrong. But certainly, it's going to be a long battle. We'll have to wait and see, I'm afraid, so I can say. Yeah, 1600 barometer. The radio is, let's get those charts. The barometer 1600, radio is 1597. Sorry, 1591. Airport elevation is approximately 9 meters. Circus land 1650. Hi Drawyah, back in the Netherlands, very good. Alright, so start our descent now, passing through 30,000, flight level 300. Landing within the next half hour. Yeah, also got to fly over the Skyscapes VOR, yes, and nice right turn to land runway 01 over the old harbour. Also, it's an offset approach. You don't fly straight into the airport, you do fly in from a slight angle. Back in 2 seconds. Welcome Yavas from Turkey. You'll be on your doorstep on Monday, going to your friends over in Greece, going to Skiathos for a couple of days. How you doing, dude? Welcome channel. Welcome to the chats. Is there a way to restart? Is there a way of avoiding restart the chrono after every hour in 7.3? Not that I'm aware of, Diego. Not that I'm aware of. Fortunately, you have to keep count, to keep track of the hours gone by. You should do theirs on 2 difficults. Because you should know your number of hours gone, just number of minutes after that's important. This is the LevelUp sim idiots. This is the LevelUp 737. So very similar to Zybo, but not quite as Zybo. There's our contrails. And there are contrails again. And there go our shadows. Scaffolds, I just use max auto braking to be fair. It's a short runway. Short force package required. I just maxed it. You're the only person struggling to understand right now, typing Squirrel, I must admit. No one else had complaints yet. You mean it's not difficult, but it's way easier than the Airbus? In which regards, Diego? Which part of the aircraft setting up? Is the flight pack to 350 flyable now? I had no problems with it when I did the flights from Helsinki to London the other day. No problems with that one. Do you think you get explain? Do you think you should get explain 738s? Depends if you can get PMDG or not. Simveliets. Depends if you get PMDG or not. The 737 explains very, very good. Well, a very, very good simulator. Don't expect it to be as pretty. It's not as pretty. It really isn't. But I do like it a lot. I do really like the sim. If there's other aircraft you want to look at, then certainly. It's just one aeroplane. I've already got MSFS, so I'd say hold off, but ultimately, dude, it's your choice. Passing through 20,000 feet, flight level 200s. Because when you went, pilots landed on the first taxiway without having to backtrack on the runway. Which side did you land on? 01 or 19? 19? Yeah, 01 or 19 side. Which one did you land on, Marco? Yeah, problems with it to be flew. Yes, I do remember those problems. It's pretty, to be fair, that's probably down to my own inexperience since A350. Nowadays, I can fly a bit better. Is the 787-3 an X-plane? No, Youngslow. It costs $30, I think, from Magnite. Don't quote the price, I'd have to check. It's been a while since I asked, well, last time I bought it. 01 off taxiway. Interesting. Must be some very heavy braking then, Marco. Problem is I'm landing at 9 PM local time. Sun sets at 8:20, so I'm hoping I get some basic lights on the approach onto the runway, so I can film a proper landing from the interior. The partial won't be as fun, but it should be alright. We'll see how it goes. PMDG 736 for $60, very good. Your friends struggle to understand you when you ask what your thoughts, but a lot of regular reviewers may not bother to say it. No. Well, no, that's a complaint. 738 Chevy, $75 equals 737, very good. You still have the link to that video. Sure you do. Because you were still flying for thin air back then, weren't you? You were still very much flying the skies and judging me for every move I did wrong in that flight. Oh, you pressed that button at the wrong time. Shame, shame on you, Drawyah. Dad used to fly from Tambo to Durban all the time on South African Airlines 737s. Well, unsure if you from Lanseria though. I mean, I presume FlySafair are a cheaper option out to airlines. 78 release should be in September, Elliot, but there's no fixed fleet date yet. Should be September, but nothing confirmed yet. So I know the 736 has been delayed slightly, so they can work on the aircraft's LNAV systems. But yeah, time will tell for that one. Just going to be a bit more patient, I'm afraid. I'm a bit jealous of you landing at sunset in Skyscapes. I woke up at 2 AM and they're at 9. Again, I'm not landing at sunset. I land about 40 minutes after sunset. So, unfortunately, I'm going to miss all the lighting. It's just going to be pitch black when I land. I hope we get there a bit early, but given I'm flying from Manchester and looking at the delays on previous flights the same number, it's going to be tight. Don't like it. Oh, the old Air Finland website. Interesting. Why Air Finland Limited in English? Interesting. We'll look at that later. Cheers for that. I mean, there was only a few people in the stream, a hidden video if you recall. Yeah, because that was before I became really big on YouTube. That was before MSFS released, before I became famous. I just realised my speed is really slow. Intervention. Up a bit, please. What are frames like compared to MSFS? This runs solid 60, no problems. MSFS definitely a lot heavier to run than X-Plane. Cool, so passing through and approaching 15,000. Very rarely pressure set up Elliot's. Very, very rarely. Yeah, back in X-Plane, Kaivara. 2 X-Plane premieres on the way, hopefully. And of course, the flight right now, 77800. Going very soon. This will be an MSFS. Soon we'll be joining the PMD G738. But for now, this will do its job. Oh, it really does, Kai. It really does. Right, so at this point we should now probably think about our final approach and landing. Turn the seatbelt signs back on, passing through 14,000 feet. Passengers, please return to your seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
57. What time are we expected to land at? Expected to land at 11, so 13 minutes till touchdown. Expected 13 minutes. Right, so we'll update Unicom with our approach right now. Probably switch over to the local altimeter now, just to get ourselves at a decent altitude. It's time to recover if we need to. Need shortfall. And to Innsbruck. Ah, very good, Patrick. Let me know how it goes. Again, Innsbruck Airport, very much on my list of places to go. I'd love to do it. Just got to do it one day. It's not a cheap destination. Same for Gibraltar. I'd love to go to Gibraltar one day. Not a cheap place to go, but somewhere I'd love to go to. Right, passing through 12,000, flux level 1, 2, well, no one standard altimeter, so passing through 12,000. There's local atmospheric pressure. There's the airport. Airport's in sight. Not much around it. The city of Durban itself on the coast, slightly further to the west of here. Let's go, welcome back. How you doing, dude? Welcome back. Not real time, Fato. Not real time. What I'm trying to do a sunset flight tonight, rather because I mean, if I do a pitch black flight in South Africa, especially on this route where it's flying mostly over deserts, not really much for us to look at, I don't think. I'm going to give it some visual appeal, give it a helping hand. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing, 10 minutes. Already at 250 knots, so we'll continue approach through.
Your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed
and of course, you're to that nice, you're familiar with the A350. This is just buttons, switches and gizmos all over the place for you. Right, well, flying onto the airport now. Landing less than 10 minutes. Then lights on. Turn on the logo lights since it is now going to be dark outside, or getting quite close to. Head on for 43 minutes so far. Looking a pretty good time. The traffic in front, they are. Where are they? Should probably know our surroundings. They're about 12 miles in front of us. There we go. So you flying to Barrow, are you, Patrick? I did that last year. Lovely airport, it's a lovely island. How long are you staying there for? How many days? If you get a chance to top the mountain, well, it's not really a mountain. It's not a glen. It's a. Actually, I think it's a glen. It's Scotland. If you get a chance to walk up, where's Barrow? There's Barrow. Oh, what's the name of the hill? 2 days. Hevel. If you get a chance to climb up Hevel, absolutely do it, dude. Let me try and get some photos from Barrow. Loads. There we go. Right. Yeah, I did Barrow last year. Very, very good trip. Really enjoyed it. This is on top of Hevel. This is the highest point on the island. A good 2-hour trek that, but get some really, really good views. Also has the best stocked co-op I've ever seen. There is statue of St Mary. What's it? So that's St Mary and Baby Jesus. It's Watcher of the Seas or something like that. I can never remember the proper name of it. Basically, it's a statue that looks out towards the sea, and the sailors that bring supplies to the island, and the fishermen. Still at Junod Hostel. A little cat they had outside. Milk, I think his name was. But yeah, flying to the beach was a heck of an experience. There goes landing. Well worth a trip. Well worth a trip. Yeah, when you go, dude, enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it. Right, I think I've got landing effects on now because we are coming up short final. It's now on the final turn to approach the final. Right. Going to reduce down to 230 knots. That's 5. Brakes 2. Yeah, I've got a vlog for Barrow on the way. It's not super high up the list, but eventually I have got a vlog for the vlogging channel of my trips to Barrow. Next place I'm just off to in real life, Batagal. I'm flying to Skiathos on Monday. On Monday, I'm off to Greece. MSF actually had a bug where your ground steering was up and your logbook pops up. It wasn't a bug, Austin, it's a setting. You can go to your settings and activate the logbook on engine shutdown. That was not a bug, it's a feature, which you can turn on manually. No, you don't fly the A350, but no chance. I mean, I flew the A350 from Helsinki to London. It's not. If you're lucky, dude, find out the short haul routes. It doesn't. It's not impossible. Come to London, fly to Helsinki. Do it. A350, gone. That was a wild experience. Flying Singapore next week with, of course, a Finnair A350. Do you still get any of the thin air discounts, or is that all taken from you now that you no longer work? XP11 beta next week? Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. We'll keep an eye out for that one. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please. Seats for landing. Just down to 200 knots. Pretty much banging on the glide slope already, so switch over to approach mode and the airplane do the rest. Just into 90 knots. Flaps 10. On the glide slope and the old localizer. So now it's established, runway 06. In front of us is now landing. In that case, we'll reduce speed down to 160 knots. Confirm our minimums 147 plus 5 correction 152. Got minimum approach speed today 152.
2500.
And in 7 miles. That's 10, gear down. Yes, there is 757 coming for MSFS Elliott. That will be by Just Flights. Just 30. What is that? Hang on. I never knew my alarm clock had a radio feature. That's completely copyrighted music right there. I just accidentally pressed. That's yeah. Okay, it's got a radio. I did not know that. YouTube likes that. It really does. Oh shoot! I don't even know what the song was. If you don't recognise it, let me know. I don't even know what radio station it's tuned into. What was that? I'll check it out later. I put my phone down on my clock. It's got a little charging thing on the clock, and obviously I pressed the power button. I didn't realise that was for a radio. Party bus flights. Oh, I've got landing focus on now. Right. Switch attitude sets. Switch over to manual throttles. Culture beats, Mr. Vane. Oh, there you go. Right, let's back disengage. My aeroplane. Winds are 4 knots headwinds, nice and calm for us today.
Approaching minimums. 5 on minimum.
Minimums continue.
400. 300. 200.
It's a very high glide path, I must admit.
100.
It's touchdown zone.
50. 40. 30.
Manual
20.
throttle. Reverse is set. Probably quite a heavy touchdown that. $120. 100.
80 knots.
80 knots. 60 knots, reverses cut. Use the brakes and vacates to the left. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 6:10 p.m. and it's currently about 17 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Right, so we vacate to the left, make a left onto Alpha, that's up, spoilers down, speed brakes off, running lights off, and APU we can start. Graphics card, an RTX 3080, Levi, an RTX 3080. So continue down Alpha, get to Foxtrot, make a left immediate right, sorry, make a right immediate left, and then enter the Sands area. Just find a spot next to the A320 up in front. Nice and simple. When I use PMDG737 if it's not better, well, one, this is at 737-800, PMDG is 700s, and two, who said PMDG was better? The Zybo 737 or LevelUp 737 is very, very good. And the simulator platform has superior flight dynamics. Explain feels really good to fly. There you go. That answers your question there, Vexy. Because 1 + 1 equals pretty much. Ooh, I'm not going to get lost this time. I remember going to this airport on the previous stream, actually getting lost on the taxiways. I remember now. Yeah, I'm trying to do the same. Hey Drawyah, kind of the process of looking for a HOTAS system. To the first one, any suggestions for an entry-level cheap HOTAS? Look at the TCA Airbus from Thrustmaster. Anything Thrustmaster is guaranteed to be really good. I love the company. Not sponsored, just I like them. Auto strobes? No, it should be in your position. Notification lights on, position lights and strobe lights steady. Way too fast around this corner. Thrust slightly. No auto strobes in the 737, all automatic, which actually reminds me then, you need to be in the low position now, you're right. Down it goes. I believe they actually use the stands around the back of the terminal, FlySafair, but this is going to park next to the A320, it's going to do just that. Yeah, no auto strobes in the cemetery, Elias, there is no luxury for that. I don't know if I'm saying Elias or Elias. I keep changing the pronunciation every time you join the stream. One day you're Elias, next day you're Elias. Yeah, Elias is the correct Finnish pronunciation for it. Changes every other week. Right, Alpha 13 will do for me. My bonus flight in real life, so thanks for flying. And there is Keith. Thank you for tuning in, dude. Much appreciated. Glad to have you. Taxi lights off. I'm pretty sure there's no dome lights. Just really bright backlighting coming from somewhere. Probably the cabin. Dome lights are, yeah, in the off position. Right, parking brake sets. AP generators on, AP bleed on, and engines off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to King Shaka, Durban. Flight time today was around 1 hour and 5 minutes. Temperature outside a nice and warm 16 centigrade with some fog in the background, but for the most part looking better than the forecast weather on departure. We thank you for flying with FlySafair. We hope you enjoyed the flights on board today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Have a safe onward journey. Cabin crew, disarm doors and horse check please. Thank you very much for flying with us today. Bye bye. Right, so that goes to the cabin. That can come off. Nice power sets. Off, all off. Cool. Welcome to Durban. Get ground services up and running. We'll be using a JetBridge departure. I don't know if they use JetBridge or not in this airport, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Oh, we're disconnected. I'll take a screenshot. Oh well. There you go. Welcome to Durban. So let ground services start off their job. We'll then switch over to PACX, end the flights, view the flight reports, and then bring the stream to an end. So, menu, end the flights. FlySafair 478, 738 from Lanseria to Durban, 51-minute flight time, pound departure, 2014 flight 2018. Arrived a few minutes early, which is pretty good. Passage on 71, satisfaction 92, landing row 331, box time 111. So a bit of a heavy touchdown, but for the most part, not too bad for passengers. I'll drop the flight reports in chat if those want to look at it in more detail. Feel free to have a look. And yeah, that is presumably the end of that. Why is that not working? There we go, it's more like it. Right, let's disconnect from IVAO. Thank you for the traffic. Fast track the flight ending so we can get the doors closed.
Hello, Captain. Loading has been finished. Have a great flight.
Thank you. And let's head over to the replay, shall we? Audience is secured. Vehicles go away. No longer recording flight of Volanta. That's all finished. All finished. Go away, ground vehicles. Oh wait, hang on. Press reset, shouldn't I? There we go. Resets. That cleared everything away. There we go. That's more like it. Right, let's have a look at that from the passenger perspective, shall we? So, short final in the 7.3, nice and stable, looking good. Working motorway highway in the distance in the background. It's in the settings, Austin, you have to have a look. Short final in. My problem on that occasion is I idled throttles a little bit too early. A little bit too early for the idle, but not terrible. Actually, it wasn't a bad landing overall. Certainly acceptable. Yeah, I can't complain. Not the best landing ever, but I have done far worse. Short final from the left hand side. That wasn't terrible. High landing rates, but what did Volanta say in terms of Gs? That was a 1.37 Gs. Okay, so a little bit high on the Gs, but not necessarily a bad landing as such. Short final in from the landing gear perspective. Or still, runway going uphill. If I was slightly started downwards, probably would have been so heavy. But honestly, I have done a lot worse. I can't do that for a minute. Cool, mainly now from the runway perspective. Do you like the flashy landing lights? Those are quite nice. That means your settings are probably a little bit too sensitive. Have Geek check your flight sim settings. Sensitivity is literally one of the things you can configure. That wasn't terrible, honestly. That landing, if it was a flat runway, it would have been a lot smoother. I'm not going to say anything about that. I think it was a good landing. So yeah, that's the end of our flight today. That was FlySafair 77800 XP11. That was the LevelUp 73 from Lanseria, Johannesburg to Durban, King Shaka International. And yeah, that's the end of our stream tonight. So, back again tomorrow, some more MSFS action. Going to fly in and out of Dublin tomorrow, being the Dublin Overload event. Hopefully it should be quite a good one. Quite excited for it indeed. And yeah, let's see what happens on Sunday. Whether or not I stream, if I'm working in the morning, in the evening I'm praying for Greece, and then next day out to Manchester to fly. Till then, hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe if not already. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care and have a good one. Bye bye. Good night.